I love NRR because it's complicated. People, like everywhere in business and in our societies, want the simple answers to everything. So people see NRR, like senior executive might say customer success is responsible for NRR, which we know that can't be true. But a lot of companies are treating CS that way. And so it's very superficial. NRR should be a metric for customer success, but as a way of educating the rest of the company. What are the factors that go into NRR? CS leaders miss the opportunity to educate your company. And most people don't do that. They just accept this responsibility without turning around and saying, okay, I accept this. This is what we need you to understand. And I coach CS leaders and say, you should be strong enough to stand up to the C-level people and say, yeah, we'll take that on. Let's understand what's going into this NRR and what we have levers to pull and what other organizations, what levers they have to pull. And that's something that a lot of senior leaders would appreciate if it's articulated properly. Then that wouldn't be unreasonable. And if you look at it, NRR is a true reflection of how well your company is doing. Yeah. Because if your company's firing on on all cylinders, your NRR should reflect that, but it doesn't mean CS is responsible for that.
I don't see it as much different from sales saying, well, then I'm abdicating my responsibility on ARR because I need marketing and product marketing and product. We all need to work together, which again, I think goes back to your article and why it's so powerful, because it does bring that underlying foundational element of how do we work together. And then someone has to own NRR. Is it the only thing to track? No. Are there things that drive NRR that we need to track? But yeah, sales has been doing that for years. Sales have been measuring their conversion rates. They've been measuring their activities that drive ARR. And so at least my point of view, seeing it the same way on the CS side or fund account management, is that there are things that you measure in addition to NRR. But please, anybody watching, do not get rid of NRR.
No, I really like that description, Elizabeth. It should clarify for CS how it could be viewed, how it should be viewed, that just because you're struggling to achieve the target for NRR and that you're feeling kind of like under onslaught from other organizations because you're failing at it, that doesn't mean you throw it away. Like NRR is still super critical if you just have to look at the industry. The SaaS experts out there, all the investors, all the VCs, that's what they're looking at. You can't just throw it away. So you have to figure out how to deal with it. And you accept it as like the way sales accepts ARR.